Okay, yeah, so I went to Cornell University summer college this year and took a 3-week program named Making a Difference by Design, and its code name is DEA 1110. So what the program is basically about, it's about design thinking, hospitality, and healthcare. So it's like interdisciplinary, and you get to basically touch on each of the subjects, but it's not like a in-depth like exploration on like one of them. Like maybe like say Cornell has other courses and like psychology or business or like architecture that's 6 weeks, or like debate, and that's like more focused towards one thing, whereas this program is just like all encompassing. It's like a lot of fields. So as for design thinking, you're really trying to like it's trying to make like the design suited and catered towards people. And like first week we did stuff like basically we drew self-portraits, and then we made products based on like what the people liked, and then we also like experienced people with disabilities and tried to create a product that helped them. So that was sort of the design thinking part. And then for like hospitality and service, that was like this basically week 2 and week 3 like was basically this whole topic, and we like at the end of each week we get like a project. Week 1, as I mentioned, was like to design a product that would help towards people with disabilities. Week 2 was like design a restaurant actually. So we also created a floor plan. So because I actually wanted to do the architecture camp, but I was a year too young because I'm only in my junior year, and the architecture camp is only open to, I was in my sophomore year, but the architecture camp's only open to junior year students, which means that I couldn't take it. So I did the one I did, and I really liked it, but there was also a bit of architecture in it. Like we drew floor plans and we learned how to use an architect scale, and that was quite nice. So when we designed our restaurant, we basically did that, and we like streamlined the whole service plan, like design menus and stuff. And then the 3rd week was similar, but we created like a service experience. And like a big part of that was like we have many readings after each class. So one of them was about basically what you're trying to sell nowadays is not even a product or a service, but a lot of it is an experience. So we're trying to design like a service experience that's going to help people. And that's basically a rundown of the program. Yeah, and class was like 3 hours every day, which is nice. So you also get to interact with like a lot of people, because everyone is just super open and just super willing to hear you out. Just like in the classes, in our class we had, every week we changed a teacher, and then we had like 2 permanent TAs that basically did most of the marking. And then the TAs were like super nice and super willing to contribute. Like they're just so friendly for our final projects. Like I was talking to like TAs, and like they were giving me suggestions, and the professor as well. And they do like teacher office hours where like after class you can just go and ask them any question. Doesn't have to be about class, like university prep or anything. And then like that was another like highlight. I was like, wow, they even some of them, not all of them, allow you to address them by their full name, which I thought was like, wow, when you think of a university, you're like, Professor, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, no, some of them just like you to address them by their full, like, first name. So I thought that was like also a really nice part. You can do, like, Cornell has a really big campus, and there's so many things you can go do with your friends. Like, there's summer clubs you can join, which I didn't really do. I just did the hiking one. There's also like, Cornell's really good if you want to do a morning run, which I didn't. I did it the first day, and I was too tired, so I just stopped. But then also there's like a really nice art museum. It was designed by my favorite architect, I.M. Pei, and it's a really cool little museum, and you can go. It's for free if you're a student. And it's like, or you can go by donation, I think, and then you can like see like, it has a bit of everything, like classical, like a little bit of Renaissance, like medieval times, like anything that like modern and like Asian art is all very like comprehensive. That was really nice. And then they're like the libraries at Cornell are also very nice. So you can go to like any library. Like a really famous one is Olin. If you've done any research into Cornell University, you probably know there's like a really nice one that looks all like Harry Potter-ish and has like golden or brass frames. That one's also very nice. So you get like, you also get to interact with like a lot of people. Oh yes, definitely. That was like one of the highlights of my time at Cornell. It wasn't even the classes or like the campus, it was actually the people I met. Like, because normally when I'm gonna be quite frank here, because say I go to a public school, but I'm like, people categorize me as a tryhard, but then I wouldn't consider myself so. People are like, okay, why do you try so hard on this assignment when you clearly don't have to? And they don't understand my thinking process of, okay, this is what I'm trying to reach. This is like the standard that I'm trying to meet. But at Cornell, like everyone's that way. It's actually just a bunch of students who love to learn. They all have like their unique personalities. Like they're also not judging. They're like very open. At least the ones in my class. Cause like, I'm like, my personality is like not like personality of like, I can be like the most popular person at school. It's totally different. But then they're able to accept me for who I am, and like everyone is just constantly like, oh, like we eat lunch together. So like it was really cool because we have dorms, and it's like, of course it's boy dorms and girl dorms. But then like we meet early in the morning every day to go eat breakfast, and then there were like 2 days I overslept, and then they just came knocking on my door. It's like you get really close really quickly, and you eat breakfast together, lunch together, dinner together. You go to like college town. You can go like singing on the hillside. You go study in the library. You go explore this many places. There's a bubble tea shop we went to like every weekend after classes and homework was done. Okay, well, first of all, I think that although I really wanted to do the architecture summer camp, this camp was also like definitely worth going to because it just touches on so many fields. Like if you are a person who it's like suited towards a lot of people. If you want to go to the healthcare industry or like hotel management or like be a designer or like do business, like you can incorporate like this idea. Like this program is suited towards every one of those fields. So I would definitely, first of all, like the program's syllabus is really good. It's really well suited towards everyone. And basically the whole time there, it was like, because it's quite a small program. It's not like business where it's like 100 people or like debate where it's like a big classes. Like this program's only about 30 people, so it's like a regular classroom like in Canada. And you get to actually like really get to know your friends and your peers and from like long-term relationships, and you get to like do projects and stuff together. So you get to do individual work, like we're writing papers. Like first day our teacher gave us like reflection papers. It's nice that because they give you readings to do. Sometimes they can be long and tedious, sometimes they're like short, but then you have to like write reflection papers. So that actually, it makes you think, which I think any program, that's what first of all they should make you do. And then we have the group projects where you actually try and come up with an idea and they try and get you to be creative. So I really like that part of the program. And in addition, this program's actually pretty new, so they're also constantly trying to try things out. And we did a visit to Cornell Health Center and see how that was renovated. We also visited Cornell University Statler Hotel and see how their ballroom was renovated. And we also went to this Cornell Heights. It's like a elder care facility, and we got to see like their entire process and like business mindset and all of that. So it's really good for any field, and I would definitely recommend like anyone with. You don't have to have an interest in design or architecture, or like you can have a love for like a hospitality, or you want to make people feel happy, or you want to like, just it's a program that's suited for everyone. So I just think the program was definitely worth going to. First of all, you make really good friends, and then second of all, you get to explore like the careers that you can consider you want to do, and you immerse yourself in like a university setting, and the campus is really beautiful. Just the icing on the cake, really. If anyone wants to do the Cornell program, just don't worry about like not getting in, because just like apply early, and if you're like a good student and they ask you to write like a little bit about yourself, so just do that well. It's almost like a mini university application, and then just get all your stuff ready. Like anyone who really wants to get in should be able to.